I always think that comedy is like magic without the tricks. Last summer, I had the pleasure of meeting the former Vice President Al Gore. And while we were there, Mr. Gore was bitten by a tick. The tick came down with chronic fatigue syndrome. So rarely do I laugh at my own jokes.
Dr. Katz, Kathy Griffin is here. Have you always been that short? No, I mean, it looks really good on you.
Thanks, Laura. Hi, Dr. Katz.
Hey, Kathy.
Well, I'm all over the map today. I'm dealing with a lot of paranoia.
Can I just slow you down 1 second? Take a deep breath. Now let it out. Oh, I'm sick. No, so you're dealing with a lot of paranoia, and what's the source of that paranoia?
I'm going to be honest. I'm having issues with Laura. I have body image issues, and it irritates me that I think she has a really good figure, and I think it's inappropriate for her to not wear mucklucks and a parka.
Well, you have, at the risk of sounding inappropriate, a beautiful body. And
That sounds very inappropriate. Do you have any sort of certificate that proves you're a doctor? I've never really seen documentation. I mean, formally, I just kind of took your word for it. I don't know if this is normal, and this has to be under the privilege, whatever therapist. Yes,
confidentiality,
yes.
yeah.
I have actually been having feelings of wanting to murder people.
Well, as long as you're not specific, I'm happy to share that information with you. Once
You mean
actually...
specific about the day that I want to kill Oprah? Because I have it planned in my head, and it's so detailed. And I don't think she's nice to Gail. I don't. I feel like Gail was hanging on that thing today and trying to do some sort of a parachuting thing today, and Oprah just laughed at her, and it makes me want to kill Oprah. And I know she opened a prison for children in Africa, and I'm sorry if that makes her a good person. But these are thoughts that I'm having, and if I can't say them here, I don't know what to do.
No, this is a safe place to say them, but...
Now look,
but
she's not the only one. I also would like to kill Dr. Phil. And usually what happens is I go from Oprah to Dr. Phil, and I get more and more angry. And then when Idol comes on, you know I want to kill Ryan Seacrest, right? I mean, I've been very public about that.
Right. Well, that's not so unusual. He is...
My love life is in the crapper. I got divorced, which was difficult, and I never thought that would happen. And now I feel like the mistake that I made was I married someone that I loved, and I think that's not the way to go. I think from now on, I only should date men that I can be photographed with in Us Weekly.
You know, Kathy, I hear you.
What does this mean? Is this a cry for love? I mean, what is this really saying?
Well, I think that you made yourself very vulnerable to a man, and it's hard to do that more than once.
Would you rather shoot Oprah or strangle her? That's my day. I go about my business and I think of ways to kill Oprah, and I find it very hard to get back on track. And you know, she acts like she's still as thin as she was a year ago when she was in the Marc Jacobs size 8 dress, and she's not. So I gotta sit there and watch her talk about dieting, and she's a big girl. I don't think that female astronaut is so bad. I mean, really, she didn't kill her. She tased her in a parking lot. It was late. She was wet.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I have sympathy for the lady astronaut. I know I should empathize with the tasee, but there's something funny to me about knowing that I could just shit myself for 2,000 miles and it evaporates in some magical diaper. And I think it would be good to get those diapers. If somebody would market them and they'd be at Rite Aid, I would never have to go to the bathroom again. And I'm the bad person? I don't think so. How about I'm the idea man?
But, you know, it sounds...
Oprah could do it. It could be on her favorite things show.
You know,
and people would then love it.
You sound like somebody who's been under attack, and that's
But do you think Oprah sends me messages through the TV?
Yes.
I do too.